The Senate notes the public service announcement.
Your mic. No, take it close to yours. Okay.
The Senate notes the public service announcement made via various print media and social media platforms by the Federal Ministry of Works, inviting stakeholders to participate in public engagements regarding the Renewed Hope Legacy road infrastructure projects across the country. Also note that these landmark projects, which are made up of the Sokoto-Badagry Superhighway, connecting Sokoto Northwest to Badagry Southwest, Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, South-South, Calabar-Ibomi, Benue, Kogi, Nasarawa, Abuja Superhighway, Southeast and North Central, respectively, were designed in line with the current administration's commitment towards actualizing the vision of making Nigeria the largest economy in Africa. However, Mr. President, Northeast is the only zone not included in this very laudable project. Further notes that this bold initiative is part of the Renewed Hope development agenda of Senator Ahmed Bola Tinubu, GSFR, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which upon completion will undoubtedly interconnect the country and bring about unprecedented socio-economic growth as well as foster national unity and integration. Aware that the legacy projects are shown on the various maps being published in the various papers designed by the Federal Ministry of Works excluded the entire Northeast geopolitical zone from the whole equation, and this has stimulated unprecedented concerns and agitations from the region in view of the strategic roles these projects will play in this country. Hence, the need to include the Northeast zone in this project. Also aware that the non-inclusion of the Northeast in the projects, which includes Adamawa, Bauchi, Borno, Gombe, Taraba, and Yobe, has raised myriad of concerns about unequal development and potential marginalization of the region, which will further worsen the infrastructural challenges of the region. Concerned that the security situation of the region is not only just one of which has just been discussed by the Senate, will be further excavated due to lack of adequate rural infrastructure, road infrastructure network, which make it to be susceptible and exposed to all manner of security challenges, ranging from insurgency, banditry, among others. Also concerned that the non-inclusion of the region will not augur well for the socio-economic development of this country, as well as the economic viability and opportunities that would abound in the region, which will not be tapped to its maximum benefits for Nigeria. Accordingly resolves: 1. Commend Senator Ahmed Bola Tinubu, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, for this great developmental stride in the quest to make Nigeria the biggest economy in Africa. 2. Urge the federal government through the Federal Ministry of Works to further expand the Renewed Hope Legacy Road infrastructure projects to include the Calabar, Makadi, Jalingo, Yola, Maiduguri Highway, which will integrate the Northeast into the legacy infrastructure road projects for Nigeria. Thank you, Mr. President. God bless us all.
The
I rise to second the motion raised by Senator Goje. And I rise to support it because yesterday I presented the same motion, almost the same, shifted to today. And I see the two motions aligning. And I believe that this motion does not just rest with the Northeast alone, because distinguished colleagues, sometimes in 2018, the road from Akwanga to Jos to Gombe to Adamawa was approved by the Federal Executive Council for construction. Up to date, some survey was done, and up to date, nothing is done on it. And I feel strongly that the desire of Mr. President to bring economy to the country by way of great road infrastructure, the Northeast and part of Net Central from Akwanga where to Jos to Gombe, which is the outlet to the federal capital and inlet to the federal capital for the Northeast, and also people from the Northeast going from the Northeast and Central going to the southern part of this country. I believe that with this huge dream of having the Lagos-Sokoto road, which would mean well for our country, and then the Lagos-Calabar Highway Coastland Road, and again the Calabar to Abuja via part of North Central. It will not be complete if the entire people of Northeast and Plateau particularly do not have a means of getting to the federal capital. So if, in the good dream of Mr. President, if there is a holistic approach on it, it will help us in no small measure by improving the economy of the entire Northeast and part of North Central. I rise to second this in its totality, and I believe that all of us will reason with the desire of Mr. President to bring more road construction in this country, but including North Central and Northeastern part of this country. I thank you for giving me the opportunity to second this motion, and I collapse my own motion to this motion, sir. Thank you very much.
Honored in collapsing your motion, you can off your mic. Into the motion by Senator Goje is noted and appreciated by the Senate because it will save us time, so we go into other issues. But because of this additional prayer of collapsing your motion into this other motion while seconding it, there will also be need for the collapse situation to be seconded. So let me call on Senator Lalong to second the collapse.
Lalong, representing the good people of Plateau South. Mr. President, I also stand to support this motion. The first one by distinguished Senator Goje, and the collapse one by my colleague, distinguished Senator Dike Plan. I have a few explanations. Because we are concentrating on coastal road. Sir, we have been to Plateau, we have been to Bauchi. 8 of these states, there is no way they can get to Abuja without passing through Akwanga Jos Road. Each time you fly good roads, you come to that side, you regret that you are coming to Abuja or going out of Abuja. While we are very anxious about the coastal road, the low-hanging fruit is to also start the Akwanga Jos to Gombe. It takes somebody from Adamawa about 8 hours to get to Abuja. But if you put this road, it will reduce that time. From Yobe, from Bohu, it's the same. I was just talking to the former Senate President. I said, apart from air, how will you get to Abuja? He said he must pass through Jos. So how many of us can afford to be flying each time to Abuja? The best way of moving is by road. That is where you meet and greet people. That is where you will buy potatoes on the way. That is where you will buy yams on the way if you are passing through Benue. So for me, I think that while we are concentrating on this coastal road, I saw because the motion mentioned North Central without even specifying which part of North Central. I must say all parts of North Central. So I stand to support this bill by Senator Goje and the collapsing motion by distinguished Senator Dickett plan so that the roads can go together. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
This is the intention of the federal government to add these key infrastructure roads into the Renewed Hope agenda as legacy projects of Mr. President. So I want to thank the Distinguished Senator Goje and also thank the Distinguished Senator Dickett Plank and of course thank the former governor and the Distinguished Senator Lalong because you have been able to put clear elucidation into the situation, and it's so clear. It doesn't need argument. It's just a function of calling on the federal government on the named infrastructure roads so that they can become major legacy projects for the administration. I don't see anything wrong with that. So I thank you for bringing this to the fore, and I'll go ahead to put the question. First, question 1. Commend Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, for the giant developmental strides in the quest to make Nigeria the biggest economy in Nigeria. Those in support of prayer 1 say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Prayer 2, urge the federal government through the Federal Ministry of Works to further expand the Renewed Hope legacy road infrastructure projects from Mr. President. Those in support of this prayer say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Prayer 3, urge the Federal Ministry of Works to include the Calabar, Makurdi, Jalingo, Maiduguri Highway, and also to include the Akwanka, Jos, Gombe, Adamawa highways to complete the Renewed Hope agenda of Mr. President with a view to leaving behind legacy roads in the country. Those in support of this additional prayer say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. So I want to say that I will be very glad to glide on those roads when they are completed. I congratulate you for bringing the plight of your people to the fore. Senator Asukwa.